Hey everybody, welcome back. Unboxing time. Mary's here.
Hello.
And today we're here to open up our very first and our very last October 2018 Box of Dread.
Eh?
I guess I have a link in the description. I don't even know if it still exists. So
How long was this one in your post office box?
It wasn't. It was never in my post office box. This came a couple weeks ago, but yeah, it's very, very late. So here's the deal with this one. I should have a link if it still exists. I don't know if it does, to be honest. This is from Dread Central. And I was back before I decided to slow down the unboxings, I was like, I need to find more, better, interesting stuff. And I was like, here's another horror box. And I thought it had been around for a while, but apparently it hadn't. This was their first box. And then this was also a box where when the time came to charge the November box, I had gotten a new credit card. And they were like, we need you to change your credit card, we need you to change your credit card. I kept trying to put in my new credit card, and even though all the other places were taking it, theirs wouldn't.
Huh.
And then I realized I had still never gotten my first box, and since I couldn't add in my new credit card, I'm like, screw it, I'm at least gonna wait and see what I think about it then. Mm-hmm. Well, here we are all the way in February when their first box finally came. I had given up. I thought I just lost like 25, 30 bucks.
5 months after the fact?
Yeah, so apparently they had a real hard time getting it together. So
that does not bode well.
I'm just saying. I mean, you know, maybe they do a better job. Maybe it's happening. Maybe the Novembers have come out. I don't know.
Is this like a video box? Or?
Well, it's definitely a horror box, but again, I have no idea. I was just like, oh, it's a horror box. I know Dread Central, you know. So all right.
What is Dread Central?
It's a horror-based website.
Yeah, but I mean,
they talk about like horror movies, I mean, you know.
Okay, well, okay. Is it
you don't
like
know enough about
tutorial or do they sell stuff?
No, well, I don't know if they sell stuff, but I mean, it's like reviews and stuff. Okay. I was gonna say it's like, think of it like a Fangoria, but then I'm like,
I know what the hell Fangoria is.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say you wouldn't get any of my horror references, but okay. All right, cool. Well, anyways, we're gonna find out what's up with this box. Okay, and I didn't actually make out what I saw, but there's stuff right off the top. So we have to be very careful how we look in this. And I'm gonna feel, there's a t-shirt, so I'm gonna try and get this t-shirt out without pulling out this top thing. And then closing it back. Oh, I can already tell there's something I hate about this. Okay, all right, what even?
I don't know.
I think I did see the trailer for this. I think it did look good. So we have a t-shirt for The Apostle. What I hate about this is it has the date and date of release and Netflix logo on it. I'm like, come on, man. I'll advertise the film. I don't need to advertise the platform. And it's predominant too. It's not like, you know, just kind of barely in the corner. It's very much on Front Street.
Yeah.
And I think this is one of those Wicker Man-esque things where they go to
it's like a guy looking for a sister or something.
Yeah, something like that.
But some sort of cult.
Yeah, he comes across a small town of very odd people doing very brutal things, and I was supposed to watch this, but I never got around to it. And it's a Gildan heavy cotton, so at least it's a quality t-shirt. And I do actually like the poster art the more I'm looking at it. And it already says a Netflix film above Apostle, which is fine, but just having that line across the bottom, it doesn't ruin this for me, but it certainly lessens my enjoyment of it. So I guess I need to go watch that movie in my ample amount of free time. Although I did have fun rewatching the Shudder Monster Vision or Last Drive-In last night for Texas Chainsaw Massacre, so that was cool. All right, well, very carefully, I'm just gonna try and avert my eyes.
Avert thine eyes.
Yeah, and I have my label off this, so if you need to move the box, you don't have to worry about it flashing anything.
Off the top.
All right. Oh, it's a comic. Hey,
it's bagged and boarded.
They bagged and board. And
Evil
it's
Dead
groovy.
2, Beyond Dead by Dawn, Certified Groovy Special Edition. Even more Evil Dead 2 expanded content for our expanded content.
So is this a comic or a magazine?
It might be more of a magazine.
Yeah, we may slide that out and take a look. Because, you know, anything Bruce is great.
Yeah, let's see.
Bruce is groovy.
Let's see what we got here. Anything on the back?
No, it's just more advertisement for the group. It is a comic.
It is a comic, yeah.
Well, we could show them a couple pages from the front. If you do it in one shot.
There you go.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, it looks like there's some character designs.
Yeah, just so we don't
I thought it was further back in the back.
No, I feel you. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, that cover art isn't spectacular.
Yeah.
It's kind of junky cover art, but it looks cool. It's #1. I don't mind getting a nice comic.
Yeah.
Especially graced by Bruce Campbell. So far, it looks like we were right not to continue.
Young Bruce Campbell. Eric car freshener?
No. Not quite that bad. Are we almost done? Oh my god, this box. Even at $25, this box sucks. We have an art print with Santa. I was gonna see if I could do it without unrolling, but again, because there's only one more thing in this box. And it ain't expensive.
All right.
Maybe 2 art prints.
Yeah, looks like at least 2.
Sleigh bells! Oh yeah, and we got the apostle behind it, I can already tell. What is this? I would like to see this. Why do I not know about this? Dread Central presents. Barry Bostwick! Ooh, and Christina Cleave!
I think he's playing Santa.
Yeah. Oh, and Richard Mull? Ooh, effects by Vincent Guastini? Nice. How do I not know about this?
Directed by Spooky Dan Walker.
Probably didn't get distributed if that's your gimmick. But this looks great. And Barry Bostwick, anything Barry Bostwick's in, I want to be a part of it.
Next Christmas Demon?
Maybe. Maybe we should put that on the list. So it's basically the same thing that was on the t-shirt.
Yeah.
But, all right, look, I don't care about the prints because I don't have room to hang art on my walls or a willingness, but I am actually really excited to find out more about that movie.
Sleigh bells, not Apostle.
I wonder if it's on Shudder. Well, Apostle I already know about, and in honesty, I guess I'm kind of glad they reminded me about that because I did want to see that, but it has, you know, slipped my mind between all the Dragon Ball and all the Oscar films we ended up watching. And
thank God that's over.
oh,
The Oscar films, not the Dragon Ball.
By the way, and we won't get into the details here, but I saw an article that was like, look, as upset as everybody is about Green Book, and they may be right to, if you're upset about that for those reasons, then you should really be upset about Skin winning. And the way they explained it, I was like, yeah, they're kind of right. The short film, live action short film. Anyways, let's get this last piece out.
All right.
It's a very familiar shape.
Ah, yes.
Oh, it's it too, so these are not the best. So a t-shirt.
I don't know if I've seen these.
Just go ahead and take the plastic off before you show it. I've done a few on mystery toys, and I'm not gonna remember all the characters' names because I'm crap with character names. Now I love the NECA figures, and I've been buying those, the Ultimate Pennywise, and there's a bunch of new ones coming I got on pre-order. But I was not really a fan of these mystery minis. They're kind of like the Stranger Things ones, a little bit better than that, but kind of Scooby-Doo-ish in that regard.
I think I like the style of the Stranger Things ones a little better.
Yeah, maybe. So what, we got a $4 comic book, a $6 thing there.
$6 comic book, actually.
Oh, is it $6?
Yep.
It's like 12 bucks. T-shirts, 12 because it's a promotional item. Prints. I guess it's a little bit more than $25, but in terms of joy value for me, I'm not getting that at all.
I kind of want the dancing one.
Now we know Beverly. I think I might have gotten the dancing one. Of course we know Georgie. I know there's a Ben in there, but honestly at this point, I need a refresher to be able to remember everybody's names. So
yeah.
But we can get in there and see which one we got. Okay. Maybe we'll get a cool Pennywise.
I see Mom opening them.
Yeah, you might as well. I've opened enough of them. I was rewatching Texas Chainsaw Massacre, by the way, because by the time you see this video, it will have happened probably, but I'm gonna open the NECA Leatherface.
Okay, so I'm not supposed to say what I think.
Yeah, because people like to just see.
All right, we got a one-armed Georgie.
Actually, that's pretty cool.
1 in 36.
That is a 1 in 36, yeah, and I did not ever get that one, so of all the ones to get, that's actually, other than the Pennywise ones and zombie ones and Paint Lady, that is a really good one. Because I did really like this movie, and I'm definitely looking forward to part 2.
The look of shock.
Mm-hmm.
So,
we all float down here. 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 Sorry, flashbacks. You would not do this movie.
No.
You should not do this movie.
I watched the first one.
Yeah, on Drunken Movie Night, because that's from the 90s. It was very dated and nowhere near as gruesome and terrifying. For the time, it was kind of terrifying, particularly if you were younger. But in today's era, it's not very terrifying at all. Tim Curry's still great, but the new one definitely, well, maybe not, yeah. The new one may not be necessarily scary in the sense of creating like the tension and the on the edge of your seat. It can be if you let it, but I get people who say it's not. But there is some imagery and some moments in there that are just spine-tingling, like terrifying, just imagery.
I did
like,
see the thing where people were taking the scene of Pennywise dancing and saying other music to it.
Yeah, that's pretty funny, all the different music you would work to. But there you guys go. That is our first and last box of Dread from Dread Central.
Was it dreadful?
I'm sorry, she's hung around me far too long. Because that is an awesome grade A Eric joke right there that I totally missed. You can see why I'm marrying her. Well, there you guys go. That's that box. You can let us know. Did you dig it? Did you not? I mean, I'm kind of on the fence about it. I feel like it's a little bit
Have
light.
you actually gotten more than one?
Yes, that was my next question. Yeah, is there more than one? Is it still going? Let us know. Geek out with us in the comments. We do love to hear your thoughts. Other than that, you can click the thumbs up button. Give us the good old thumb of encouragement, as we do love to be encouraged. And I guess we're gonna get out of here before I have a chest burster scene. And we'll see you all later.